Thank you for staying with us for the news. In our first story, in less than 24 hours, the Electoral Commission will begin its limited voter registration exercise across the country. The Commission is projecting to roll in at least 850,000 prospective first-time voters onto its register. Ahead of this crucial exercise, some of these young citizens in Jamestown have been expressing excitement about participating in shaping the future of the country. They've been speaking on Joy Prime's Just Turned 18 show, which delves into the hearts and minds of first-time voters. Emmanuel Jivenu has more in this report.
Hello there, and welcome to the maiden episode of Just Turned 18. Here, we dive deep into the mind of prospective first-time voters as they prepare to register on the 7th of May, 2024. My name is Loishola Adeyemi, and we are currently here at Akan Manjen in Jamestown. Known for its rich history, cultural heritage, and lively atmosphere, Jamestown provides a backdrop or a unique backdrop to gauge the pulse of first-time voters on issues that will determine what will happen in the voting booth. You'll also get to hear from these first-time voters what it means to be participating in Ghana's democratic process for the first time, and also get to understand issues that will determine if they will register to vote. Let's get talking to our first-time voters. As I said, these people are people who live here. They grew here. They understand the nature of this place. They know the ins and outs. So yes, asking them if they will register. There's no harm in it. They're going to tell us if they actually will, and I'm excited to be speaking to these people. Hello, guys. All right, good energy right here. Now let's get straight into our conversation. I want to know, we are about to do the registration. The limited registration is a few days away. Let me see by hands those who will be voting, those who will be registering, sorry. All right, okay. So we have people who will and people who won't. Let me come straight to you, William. Now, you said that you are going to be registering. How excited are you to finally find your name in the, voters register?
Oh, I'm very excited actually, because I get to also have the opportunity to vote and select the leader.
I mean, you are saying that you are, happy that you're going to be voting to, select a leader. Is that the same reason why you also want to vote?
Yeah.
To register, sorry.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be registered as a voter of this nation. Yeah, I'm super excited. That will give me the chance to also voice out. Yeah,
For these young Ghanaians in Jamestown, reaching the voting age means more than just a milestone. It is their ticket to participate in shaping the future of their country.
Oh, I'm very excited actually, because I get to also have the opportunity to vote and select the leader.
Now I have the opportunity to use my time to bring someone into power.
That will give me the chance to also voice out. Yeah, on the person to lead us. Yeah.
People will now be seeing me, engaging me into political activities in my community.
These prospective first-time voters are not only excited about registering, but they are also motivated by stories from family and friends who have already participated in elections.
You have to go there early. People usually use chairs, stones to queue. Yeah. So like when you go and meet those stones and chairs there, they will be expecting you to stand behind those chairs and stuff. So when they come and they see you have bypassed the stones, they will actually fight you.
While the majority of first-time voters eagerly embrace the opportunity to participate in Ghana's democratic process, there are a few who remain hesitant or even adamant about registering. Nevertheless, their collective influence cannot be understated.
As I was growing up, I learned that the voters are easy to go to the bank and do things. But praise be to God, in Anandu, they have lost Ghana card. I have my Ghana card. I'm a citizen of this country. So that one, case closed. I'm not registering.
Per Electoral Commission's data, more than 851,000 first-time voters have been added to the register and is subject to increase following the upcoming limited voter registrations. Consider the margin of victory in the 2020 presidential election, which stood at 517,405 votes. The significance of the first-time voter bloc becomes abundantly clear. By comparative analysis, it becomes evident that this demographic holds the potential to determine the outcome of the 2024 presidential election.
Recently at Anya Polyclinic, someone died because there was no bed until I see a change in the health sector, education, and then employment. I think I can change my mind to vote.
Free education has come to serve its purpose. If you haven't done anything at all, at least for financial aspects has reduced the burden.
With their hopes high and their eyes set on the future, they are ready to take their first step towards civic engagement that will shape the destiny of their nation. Emmanuel Jivenu, Joy Prime.
From voting, let's talk power outages now. And businesses continue to suffer the consequences of the intermittent power outages, even as President Akufo-Addo declared that Dumsor was over. In the latest episode of our Dumsor Diaries, we put the spotlight on barbershop operators as their grooming industry faces a grim picture as the power outages continue to bite hard. Kenneth Jesse has more.
Over the period, the issues surrounding maintenance of transformers and gas supply have been successfully resolved, resulting in a sufficient improvement in power supply reliability. Indeed, over the past few days, we have witnessed stable electricity supply across the country, with no load shedding reported anywhere yesterday.
That was President Akufo-Addo during his May Day speech on the 1st of May. A day after the president's speech, the news team visited Achimota Mile 7, a community in the Greater Accra region where, like many parts of the country, Dumsor is rampant. When the team got there at 4:10 in the afternoon, their lights were off. We caught up with a barber who hadn't had light since he opened the shop in the morning of that day.
The Dumsor is very intense here. I have not been able to work since the week began because of Dumsor. The light went off a few minutes after I opened my shop at around 7 a.m. The light usually goes off in the morning and be restored around 6:30 in the evening. 15 minutes later, it will go off again. The other day, the light went off when I was in the middle of trimming a customer's hair. I believe you can bear witness to the fact that there is no light here as we speak.
While filming this story, a customer walked in to shave his beard, but to his disappointment, there was no light. So he, just like the many customers that visited Henry's shop today, either had to look elsewhere or come back later, hoping the lights will be back by then. Aside cutting hairs and shaving beards, the shop also renders manicure and pedicure services for customers. But due to the enormous heat exacerbated by Dumsor and the equipment needing power to function, that part of the business has been put on hold for now.
The pedicurist hasn't been to work for the past 3 days because there is nothing to do when she comes.
Henry Jache is a family man. He has a wife and a newborn baby. As the breadwinner of his young family, Henry tells me the financial difficulties he faces back at home due to the erratic power supply. Because his job relies solely on power to function, there are days he goes home empty-handed and is forced to rely on the benevolence of family and friends to provide for his wife and child.
It hasn't been easy. Since the Dumsor intensified, I mostly go home empty-handed, with no money to provide for my wife and child. I usually call some close friends and relatives to send me some money. Sometimes they send me 50 cedis or less. That's what I use to feed my family.
Morganians have consistently called for a Dumsor timetable to plan ahead of time, but to no avail. Henry is one of them.
A Dumsor timetable would have helped a lot. The secretary here, for instance, spends money on transport fares every day to work and back when no activity goes on here. A Dumsor timetable would have saved all these costs.
No, I'm 5 years. Why now? For so be a maswa. No say to me no any guy.
From printing shop operators to corn millers, people have been sharing the struggles they go through when the lights go off at unexpected times without knowing when it will be restored. As it stands now, no one knows when this issue will come to an end. For Joy News, Kenneth Jesse, Accra.
Now, with a rising cancer rate in the country, the Ghana Medical Association, the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, and the F. Hoffman La Roche have signed a memorandum of understanding to address inadequate specialized oncologists to combat the menace. The initiative includes a specialized training program for 4 doctors in various fields of oncology in Kenya. Rector of the Ghana College of Surgeons and Physicians, Professor Richard Adanu, noted that the partnership would improve effective healthcare delivery across the nation. There's more in this report.
Ghana's surgical and physician significantly following the signing of an MOU between Roche Ghana, a subsidiary of the Swiss pharmaceutical giant F. Hoffman La Roche, and the Ghana Medical Association. The country has struggled with specialist oncology surgeons over the years, leading to needless fatalities. But with the signing of this MOU, Rector of the Ghana College of Surgeons and Physicians, Professor Richard Adanu, expressed his outfit's readiness to collaborate with the Ghana Medical Association in ensuring the partnership's objectives are met, including increasing the stock of specially trained oncologists in the country. He added that the current number of resident oncologists is inadequate to meet the growing population.
This would improve the care of cancer in the country. So we have doctors who do the surgical part of cancer, where they operate to get the cancer out. There are doctors who do the radiation part, where they use special light to kill the cancer cells. So these doctors are going to be the ones who will be in charge of the medical side, let's say giving the treatments, whether through injections or whether it's through tablets or whatever, that would kill the cancer cells. So the surgical, those who do the operations for the cancer, those who do the radiation for the cancer, plus those who work on giving the medication, will all together be one team, giving better quality cancer care than we have currently.
For the Ghana Medical Association President, Dr. Frank Sribo, the government needs to provide necessary funds and resources as it benefits serving patients better and thereby improves healthcare overall. He also emphasized the need for policy regulation relating to surgical practices in the country.
It's not easy to train people. You know, it takes a lot of resources. Right now, we are sending people to Kenya. It's money. You realize that they need to have their school fees paid, they need their upkeep to be taken care of and so forth. And if you even come to the college itself, the college has to run. They have teachers who teach these postgraduate students, they have to organize exams, they have to ensure that, and all of these things involve a lot of money. So when it comes to issues of regulation, I don't think we do have a major problem in there. Yes, we need to build capacity of the regulator to be able to ensure that they are doing a good job and also ensure that they are able to regulate areas that they are familiar with. So the capacity has to be built up, but medical practice in this country is regulated. The point is that there are still a lot of areas that we can move into because medicine is expanding. Subspecialties are evolving everywhere around the globe, and Ghana cannot be left out. There are still areas in medical practice that is currently happening in the country that is not properly regulated because there are no guidelines. If you look at organ transplant, for example, it's an area that we don't know how its regulation is going to be done, and we still don't have guidelines in place. An area we will need to have guidelines in place. If you look at in vitro fertilizations, for example, that people are doing, the IVFs, it's an area that will need some regulation so that there is proper guidelines as to how it has to happen.
Medical Director for Roche Ghana, Dr. Louisa Preko, stated that the collaboration would enhance patient care and improve overall healthcare delivery in the country. She further outlined the collaboration's components.
This partnership entails that there are 3 parties, that's the Ghana College, the GMA and Roche. are going to be financially responsible to ensuring that we get a faculty for medical oncology training started in Ghana. So the Ghana College is supporting with the airfare of 4 selected residents to travel to Kenya for a 2-year residency program. The GMA is supporting with the insurance, the travel insurance, and the welfare of the specialists who go there. And Roche, we are taking care of the tuition fee and also the living expenses of 4 selected residents to be in Kenya for 2 years.
Roche is the world's largest biotechnology company and a global pioneer in pharmaceutical and diagnostics, focused on advancing science to improve people's lives. The collaboration will involve training specialized oncologists and establishing an oncology directorate in the country. Stephen Mentor's report, read to you.
Now, over 24,000 new cases of cancer are recorded annually in Ghana, with more than half of patients losing their lives, mostly victims of breast, liver, cervical, and prostate cancers. The City Cancer Challenge initiative, in partnering with public and private facilities to improve cancer care and treatment in Kumasi. Now, 13 projects, including equipping laboratories, training professionals, and standardizing cancer treatment facilities, have been completed across the metropolis to heighten the fight against cancer. Here's a report by Clinton Yabua.
The Global Cancer Observatory reported that over 15,000 people lose their lives, most of them victims of breast, liver, cervix, and prostate cancer annually. Kumasi, Ghana's second largest city, is making great strides in improving its cancer care and streamlining the patient journey from a point of diagnosis to treatment. The City Cancer Challenge initiative, implemented in 2018, mobilized a multi-sectorial group of local stakeholders to collaboratively assess, design, and implement cancer care solutions that are tailored to the context of the Kumasi health system. The intervention has increased the chances of survival for childhood cancer patients by bringing timely referrals for suspected cases from 1% to 25%. City Manager for City Cancer Challenge Foundation, Abubakar Jaliu, indicated 13 interventions have been implemented across Kumasi health facilities.
So 13 projects were completed, and these projects were medical oncology projects. We have the pediatric oncology project. We also have the surgery projects. We also have pathology projects. We have quality of care projects. Several of these projects, we also have cancer, the cancer registry. We assisted in all these projects. So we have interventions that we have done, and under the medical oncology projects, we have essential medicine list that was produced. We also have pathology project, laboratory development plans. We have quality control programs that were produced. We have guidelines that were also produced, all for the city of Kumasi. Kumasi is a fertile ground that was ready for this intervention.
A workshop was organized to highlight the successes of the initiative and deliberate on shortcomings for future implementations. Healthcare professionals, academia, and civil society gathered to evaluate the city's progress in cancer through the City Cancer Challenge initiative, which has also generated care improvements at a regional and national level. Chief Executive of the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, Samuel Pine, who chairs the CCAN Kumasi initiative, says the initiative has come in time to curtail cancer care shortcomings in the health centers.
We have been, because of this program, there have been early detections, and especially cancers in children. And it's amazing, and it's also worrisome because there are children that were not detected early enough. So you look at the numbers and they keep on increasing, yes. But the most important thing, and what is gladdening, is that now we have the means available to take them through and treat them for some of these cancers.
Director of Africa and Europe City Cancer Challenge, Sophia Bosman Kimjo, disclosed that the preliminary assessment of the role of the challenges of the fight against cancer is ready in the implementation of Phase 2.
We don't come with a blueprint, in the sense that what we did in the first place was to ensure that we supported the city to go through a city-wide need assessment to identify what were the needs in terms of cancer care. So we take all of that into account. So I must say that we're very grateful for the level of collaboration, because we have seen tremendous, commitment from local stakeholders.
Some stakeholders also shared their assessment. Reporting for Joy News, my name is Clinton Yabua.
Now, the Asante-Hene Otumfuo Osei II is the first monarch and individual in Ghana and on the African continent to be honored with a crypto stamp for postal services globally. The crypto stamp employs a non-fungible token, popularly known as NFTs, which gives it a unique digital identifier that is used to certify ownership and authenticity and is recorded on a blockchain. The Ghana Post Company Limited unveiled 6 commemorative stamps, including the digital stamp for the king in celebration of his unparalleled leadership and global influence. Emmanuel Bright Kweku was at the event and filed this report.
It was a night of music and dance blended with elegance and rich tradition as government officials, royals and other dignitaries graced the unveiling of the Asante-Hene's commemorative stamps.
Here we go!
A stamp is in celebration of the Silver Jubilee of Otumfuo Osei II and his unparalleled leadership and remarkable contribution to Asante-Man and Ghana. In all, 12 stamps were unveiled by the Ghana Post, including a standard stamp, definitive and commemorative stamp, stamp album, postcards, framed gold stamp, and a maiden crypto stamp.
This Asante-Hene 25th
Managing Director of Ghana Post, Bice Osekofo, explains the unique features of the crypto stamp, the first of its kind in Africa.
We unveiled the very first ever crypto stamp on the soil of Africa. The Otumfuo Osei II crypto stamp is a stamp that is a digital stamp artifact. With this stamp, you are able to have a non-fungible token, which is an NFT, which is activated by your NFC on your phone or your computer, and you can trade this stamp on the stamp cryptocurrency market. So several stamp collectors are interested in this product. Now, this Otumfuo commemorative stamp is not just a stamp for postage, but it's also a major collector's item. I mean, stamps in its right is a major tool for telling history for generations unborn to get to know things that happened in the past, because commemorative stamps are used to commemorate people, events, and anniversaries.
The postal stamps are expected to be embossed on items to over 150 countries globally with unique images of the Asante-Hene. They hold profound significance as symbols of cultural heritage, historical legacy, national pride, and educational enlightenment. Communications and Digitalization Minister Esla Owusu-Ekufo highlighted the significance of the commemorative stamp in reflecting the Ghanaian traditional values linked to the vision of the country.
This commemorative stamp is therefore a reflection of our national pride and identity. It serves as a reminder of the inextricable link between our traditional values and our modern aspirations, reminding us that our rich cultural heritage is the foundation upon which our nation's future is built. That is what sets us apart from all other peoples on earth and makes us uniquely Ghanaian.
Mamponhene Dasebre Osei II thanked the company on behalf of the Asante-Hene.
In the name of Our Majesty, we graciously appreciate. And when I use the terminology we, it means for on behalf of our king and of course the kingship that constitutes the Asante-Man.
The royal stamp will stand as a timeless attestation to the enduring bond between tradition and progress. For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Bright Kweku.
On that royal note, recap of the news. But stay with us. The news review is right up ahead. We'll be right back.